Well, Mark, you must be absolutely delighted with the way the last couple of games have gone for you.
Yeah, I think today we played really well in parts. I think the second half we lost our way for about 10-15 minutes. We made a few changes, but I think it's always nice to take a win against a Ryman Premier side. I thought in the midweek against Herne Bay, I thought first half it was quite an even game. I thought second half we played really well and sort of a bit more dominant against Herne Bay than we have been in the past.
Yes.
Without actually getting the final touches and the goal. So I'm pleased with the fact that we've won our first trophy, which is really nice. It's nice for Bruce, it's nice for the football club, and it's nice for the lads to actually get a win. Today was a little bit different. I think Margate were a different proposition. They're stronger, they were quicker in departments, and you know, they set us a difficult task today. They played an extra man in midfield, and I thought the lads out there coped really well with it.
I've got to say, you've just mentioned midfield. I mean, our goal came from midfield. Whisker, great strike, but the ball was won by Hossick. So yeah. You know, that just goes to show you know your vindication of putting the two of them together.
I think we've got 4 or 5 people now who can play midfield, and one of the things I set out when I came to get players to the club is that they can play in different positions, and I think Whisker is sort of epitomised what he's very good at. You know, he gets the ball behind strikers, and he can play when he's in that position, and he did that when he came on in the second half against Herne Bay. Hossick, you know what you're going to get with Alex. I mean, to be fair to Alex, he's been chewing me ear all week because he hasn't had 90 minutes, and one of the reasons that he hasn't had 90 minutes is because he's not available for the first game, and you know, you try telling that to Mr. Hossick when he's got the bit between his teeth, but at the end of the day, you know, we have our little words and it's all forgotten, but he's done really well in there today.
Good, yeah. I was going to say that the first half performance you must have been particularly pleased with.
I thought we played really well first half today.
Yeah.
I thought we held the ball well, we passed the ball well, and you know, I keep saying to them in the changing room before the game, if they play at a tempo, they keep the ball, don't be embarrassed by having the football and keep moving it, then we've got a chance. You know, it's a hot day today, and the last thing you want is to keep giving the ball away and chasing the ball around the football pitch.
I must say we look well, I think any football side looks a better side when they've got the ball, obviously, but it's something we've been guilty of in the past, is being too hurried into clearing the ball, and we've got 1 or 2 players at the club now who look a lot more composed.
I think most of them now. I think the training that we've done, we try to give them that emphasis on keeping the football, and I think it's all about not being embarrassed when you've got the football. I think sometimes they think they've done 10-15 passes, then they've got to go route 1 when it doesn't always have to be that way, and it's a case of manoeuvring the ball, passing and moving, making space, and trying to utilise the space. It isn't going to be like that all season because we're going to get in the winter months and it's going to be a bit more of a battle. But I think I've got a team, I think I've got a squad that can play and can also battle at the moment.
Yeah, very encouraging. I know it's an old cliche, but we mustn't get carried away, and I know you're one for keeping your feet on the ground, but we've got a couple of testing games coming up before we start the league campaign.
Yeah, I think these 3 games, there's no disrespect to the teams that we've played previously. You know, they're all manufactured against Ryman Premier teams. The general idea was to find out where we actually are in our preparation. So we've got a tough game against Mason coming up, we've got a tough game against Folkestone. And you know, it's good for the players to play higher teams and rather be the underdog rather than the other way around sometimes.
Yeah, too right. And playing with the strikers we've got now, I mean, I can't remember when we've ever had 4 strikers at the club, and it's wonderful for you.
Well, I think, somebody asked me the other day from the papers who I got, and I said, well, I've got 4 strikers. You know, you've got Corey, Pullman, Vahid and John Neal, who again today he's come on for 45 minutes from an injury, and he holds the ball up really well.
Fabulous.
Strong.
Fabulous.
And you know, I think he got Brad Press last time he was down here, to be fair, John Neal, and I think he's a better player than some of the sort of fans gave him last time.
I agree.
Hopefully he'll do well this year. But to have 4 strikers, I've got 6 or 7 midfield players, I've got 5 or 6 defenders. My problem's now keeping everybody happy, and I keep getting asked the question, you know, am I in the team and on the 21st? Well, I'm afraid they're going to have to wait for that.
Well, can I make the point that there only needs to be one man that's happy in this football club, and that's you, the manager?
Yeah, that's fine, and I can make my decision on that day and go away for that week.
Yeah. Leave that with Clint.
Yeah.
So well done, Mark. Congratulations.
Thanks very much, Tony. Cheers.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.